Alright guys, so we are taking a look at the super limited victory to Gundam. So right off the bat, I am not going to be recommending anyone to be summoning for this unit because of the fact that next month we are heading towards the first year anniversary stuff. So there's going to be a part 1 and part 2. So you are definitely going to be doing yourself an injustice or the service to your diamond savings. So that's why I do not summon for it. At this point in time, we don't really have a real indication of what we are getting for global first year anniversary because of how the release schedule has been just all over the place. But we are anticipating, or we are hoping, we are getting the unicorn duels, which is the unicorn NTD or the Banshee Nor. So either those two, or we're getting Xeon and then RA72, one of those four we are anticipating, because those are, like, the earliest that we can get them. Any other unit I think will be a little bit more too powerful for for our global, so that's why it's not really going to be anything that's further out than those four that I had mentioned. But in terms of this unit, I would definitely say it came out a little bit too late. This unit should have came out, I want to say, at least 4 to 5 months ago, alongside with New Gundam FF. So yeah, getting this right now definitely feel like a slap in the head because of what it's actually do. There's nothing wrong with this unit, honestly. It's not bad. First of all, you do have a team heal, so that's good. And this one also does deal AoE EX skill damage to the enemy, so you potentially want to toss this into arena. I feel like it could be a decent option, which I think this unit should be in arena, right? But we'll skip the transcendent skill. We hop into the skill one first. So how the skill actually works for the first 60 seconds, actually, it is going to increase beam damage up to 22% every 5 seconds, up to a maximum of 110. So all in all, that seems really powerful because, within the first 60 seconds, you can reach up to 110%. But after that 100, or after that 60 seconds have elapsed, you are essentially losing every bit of the 110% beam damage. So if you are playing a prolonged content, like especially your PvE, you are going to lose out on majority of the buffs. So this unit is, I guess, is real, you know, option of using it, like, is real, like is intended, is actually intended usability is actually just the clan battle, because clan battle finishes in 60 seconds, and this unit actually reaches its full capacity, or its full potential, within the first 60 seconds. So yeah, that's why it's not really good for long form content. And is for arena is serviceable because of the AoE EX skill, but other than that, like, this unit does not excel in too many aspects where the fight get extended further and further. It's only good for any short form content. And in terms of the skill tree, you are unlocking the beam rifle with the is it the missile pod launcher or something like that, or the missile pod rocket? I don't know, but it's one of those. For this one, you are it's pretty much the same thing, but this one, instead, you are getting evasion. So max capacity, you're getting up to another 50%. So starting up the fight, at least for the first 5 seconds or the first 4 seconds, you're not getting anything. So this one, it seems cool because you're getting up to 50%, but if you're tossing into arena and you're heavily relying on that, well, guess what? You're not getting that buff, so you might potentially get shot down by that time around, or you might take some EX skill damage and you die, per se. So it's not the most reliable thing, but it's cool to have that, right? It's definitely cool. And then whenever ally is defeated, restore EX skill gauge by 24%. That's huge, right? That is actually pretty good. So this one is kind of playing like the last man standing, where I don't know if I'm comfortable on really putting this unit as like the last man standing, whatnot. I would probably feel like this unit would get shot down first before it even reaches the last man standing status. So I don't know. It's just kind of me. Heading back to the Transcendent skill, I think if you do truly want to use this unit in arena specifically, you should have the Transcendent skill, because for the first 30 seconds, you're getting up to a 50% non-conditional evasion, only for the first 30 seconds, but that's pretty much all it needs for arena. So in that aspect, I mean, safe to say, you can use it in arena and you should do pretty good. and you're increasing beam damage by 36%, so that's pretty standard stuff. And then restore EX skill gauge by 50%, so pretty standard package right there. So all in all, this unit can rack up to 100% evasion, so you can essentially just dodge everything, except for the fact that when you face a unit that has guaranteed hit, or the guaranteed hit, or which translates to the bullseye for global, or you get hit with the unavoidable status, and you're kind of kind of GG, alright? So overall, I would not call this unit anything too spectacular. It looks cool on paper, but once you head out down to the battlefield and you try this unit out, you find yourself like, do you really need evasion besides arena? Probably not. And yeah, that's the thing. This unit kind of is made for arena, but at the same time not really, because of the kind of like the caveat. But you know, you can definitely toss in some modules that will increase the evasion, like the latest module you can get up to 14% or not 15%, so you can get up to another 30% from the modules, and then you are starting off with 80%. So technically speaking, this unit is pretty much you know, invincible until you get touched by those status, like the unavoidable status or the stun or whatever. So yeah, this unit would be pretty strong under it's a right situation, right? Heading into Uso Erwin, let's see what we have. All right. Okay, right out of the bag, we are getting up to another 24% evasion. So if you have the Transcendent skill unlocked, you are starting out with 74%, and then if you can last at least good 5 seconds, you bump yourself up to 84%. So it's good. All right, that's pretty good. And when you have as Sand, what is it? Is it the Sand Scar War? You can increase your ring sense after evading, so stacking up to 300%. Okay, I mean, that's definitely good for arena for sure. All right, and then the other ones is increasing accuracy. That is up to 60% for the first 60 seconds. Dude, that's good. That's, you're guaranteeing yourself to land on something. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Even though it is conditional to the first 30 or the first 60 seconds, but hey, that's pretty nice. Now after you take a look at everything, how do I feel? I think no, it's still a no because of all the timer condition. As we are heading into some harder content, for example, I feel like 60 seconds may not be enough. So I feel like it's not necessarily going to be that optimal future moving forward. And the fact that it needs time to stack, whereas if you are looking at some other unit that may not need the timer to stack, I mean, this unit is definitely at a huge disadvantage compared to, let's say, the Unicorn NTD if we are getting that next one. So I would definitely say, you know, just heads up that Unicorn NTD is not really warranted for arena. There's nothing in that kit that will make this unit or make that unit thrive in arena. It's more Banshee known as the arena tech, while Banshee NTD, that one, or yeah, no, the Unicorn NTD, that's more for the PvE. So just a little bit of a heads up. So if you do want to continue to kind of reform your arena squad, you want this as a addition, I mean, be my guest, go for it, because you do have a lot of evasion. It is an AoE EX good attacker, so there are a lot of good advantage in a sense, but you do have to remember, next month we are getting anniversary. It's going to be separate into part 1 and part 2, so whether or not you want to save your diamonds or you want to blow them away, it's definitely up to you. But this is my recommendation. I don't really see this unit to be that good of a unit just shortly after those unit gets released. So yeah, but with that being said, that is going to be it for me, and I'll be catching you guys up on the next one.